Who are you?
I'm your daughter, Nora, from the future. And I think I made a big mistake.
Barry, something you've been meaning to tell us?
What? No! This kid is not my grandson from the future or any, when. Heck, Iris and I don't even have kids.
Barry?
What?
I'm pregnant.
What?
I found out this morning. I was gonna tell you tonight, in private.
Hi, Dad. Hi, Aunt Dawn.
Wait, there are two in there?
We're having twins?
Oops. Spoilers.
This is Marcus. Anti-metahuman curfew is in effect. Citizens, please stay in your home.
HQ, this is Transport X-17, en route to facility.
Copy X-17. Standing by to receive prisoner.
You are hereby under arrest for violating the Anti-Metahuman Act.
Anti-metahuman?
Yeah, metahumans have been illegal since 2021. Didn't you guys get the memo?
Hey everybody, it's Charlie. I've been getting a lot of requests to do a video for Nora Allen and Tornado Twins for Season 5. So we met Nora Allen, but a lot of people are wondering now, because like they did on Young Justice, Barry and Iris have twins in the comics. They're called the Tornado Twins. They're named Dawn and Dawn, which I know sounds a little bit confusing if you're not a big comic book reader. But even though we have a Flashpoint 2.0 situation with Nora, I think that the show is doing something different, so I'll explain what's going on. But if you're finding me for the first time, there's a new round of the Flash Ring giveaway. All you have to do to enter is be a subscriber and leave a comment on the video. So the big thing at the beginning of the season is, as Barry said, we're going to need more diapers. So people are like, okay, clearly they're foreshadowing that he and Iris are going to have children in the future. Nora showing up as them paying that off. But when he says more diapers, people were expecting twins, like he was already going to need diapers. So one, I think the reason why we didn't hear him speak that line during the finale is that it was one of the scenes that hit the cutting room floor. So if you didn't know, there were a couple scenes that they cut out of the finale. One of them was a teaser for the Season 5 villain. I've already done a video for that, so I'll link it at the end of this. But when Nora walks in and says, "This house is bitchin'," it was them, I think, paying off all the gibberish from the beginning of the season, and they felt like they didn't need to include all the other gibberish lines. So I think that in this moment here, after Nora said, "I'm your daughter, Nora Allen from the future," he probably had that "we're gonna need more diapers" line of dialogue, and maybe they just felt like it didn't work with the tone of what the scene was supposed to be. But you look at his face and it looks like he's supposed to be crapping his pants, so they probably just felt like it didn't work in the moment. Like, oh well, whatever. People will understand. She's supposed to be Nora Allen. That's what the diapers were about at the beginning of the season. But a lot of people were looking at Diggle's baby after Flashpoint and wondering if one of Nora's mistakes caused her twin to be erased. If you don't remember, Diggle had a baby girl before Flashpoint called Sarah, named after Sarah Lance from Legends of Tomorrow. After Flashpoint, Barry changed the past. When he came back, that baby girl was a boy named John Diggle Jr.
Me? What happened?
Hey. Apparently you had a daughter.
I had a daughter, Barry?
Baby John was baby Sarah.
So let me get this straight, you just erased a daughter from my life?
People were wondering if maybe Nora did something like that too. The reason why I think this is the same version of Nora, like there's only one child, I don't think there are twins right now. That doesn't mean that won't change in the future. People are also wondering if she might have an identical twin. I don't think that's what's going on. I think that would be kind of a cheap twist. They said that they had the idea for Nora before Season 4 ever started. They said they pitched it to the network and they decided to call her Nora around this time last year when they were coming up with the idea for Season 4. They said the reason for calling her Nora was to honor Barry's mother, because Barry's been really close with his mother on the TV show, but also because they knew the people would figure out who she is and they wanted to do their own version, which I think is the biggest nail in the coffin to the twin theory, that they're just going to do Nora. That doesn't mean they won't have more children in the future. I just think that Nora is meant to be it, and whatever the mistake that they're trying to fix is, it has nothing to do with bringing back a secret sibling. Because this also gets into Legends of Tomorrow continuity. If you guys remember Zari, she's from the year 2042. Nora is from the year 2048. Remember what was happening during that time period. Metahumans had been outlawed and Argus had been locking them all up. So I talked a little bit about the season 5 villain and about how he was hunting down metahumans. It sounds like they're using this cicada villain to bring this post-apocalyptic future to bear because he has the ability to take metahumans' powers. So they are kind of doing Tornado Twins comic book stuff without actually doing the twin part. There's also a number of practical reasons why they wouldn't want to do twins. One, like they had to get rid of Wally West this season on The Flash because they didn't have enough money to do special effects. They just had a really big problem handling 2 speedsters and Ralph at the same time, so it's just easier from a story standpoint to deal with one new speedster and one child that you meet across all these little past instances. So they said Nora is the one that visited them in the past these 4 times. It's not some secret twin, but they are pulling from the comics for her origin story because the Tornado Twins in the comics, Dawn and Dawn, come from the 30th century where metahumans have been outlawed. So a lot of people were wondering why she gave Iris that weird look like she wasn't really happy to see her and she was trying to avoid her in the past. Well, in the future, the Tornado Twins say that their mother, the older version of Iris from the comics, told them that they weren't allowed to use their powers for fear that they would be arrested by the people that were taking in metahumans.
Yeah, metahumans have been illegal since 2021. Didn't you guys get the memo?
So if that's kind of the same case in this future timeline of the TV show, then that would explain why she doesn't like Iris as much right here. Like, she told her not to use her abilities. So whatever Nora's mistake is, it sounds like it has something to do with the different members of Team Flash, and she came back into the past to visit them, to get more information, to be able to change things in the future for the better. So just all those things coupled with the fact that she's wearing XS's costume from the comics, I think points to them not doing actual Tornado Twins. She's just a single child, and they didn't want to go from 0 babies to 1 billion because they already had Cecile babies happening over here. So hopefully that explains how they're doing comic book Tornado Twins without doing the twins part, like they're just doing a simplified version of that. But leave all your video requests in the comments below. There's supposed to be an Aquaman trailer dropping sometime soon. If it does, I will totally do a video for it. But click here to learn all about the Season 5 villain, and click here for all my Flash Season 5 videos. Thank you so much for watching. Everybody stay awesome. I'll see you guys tonight.